Gardening becomes very stressful if one does not learn to make their own compost. In our case, since it's an urban evergreen jungle, we need lot of compost. Fortunately, the composting happens effortlessly for us. This compost pit under our external staircase has grown over a period of time. Now I would say it is approximately 15 feet in length, and it's approximately 4 feet wide, 4 to 5 feet wide, and the effective height could be another 5 to 6 feet wide. So much compost that happens. I don't worry about composting nowadays because of the garbage issue in Bangalore. Bangalore is finding it very hard to sort out the garbage. So my neighbors do not have an effective way of sorting out organic waste, and they have suddenly found that my compost pit has become a kind of a boon. So everybody brings their organic waste and dumps here, and I encourage it because it makes my job easier. So for example, this area is actually meant for a tree and certain creepers, but I am dumping organic waste. The waste you are seeing right now is coming from a nearby temple which has leftovers of a festival celebration, and I have raised it more than 5 feet now, or from looking from bottom it's more than 6 feet. So now I found that a new interesting thing is happening in this. As I dump more stuff from top, the pressure in itself is increasing the rate of composting in the lower layers. Now the garden rats, who are not really a menace to some extent, are also helping the composting process. They mainly come for earthworms. There are so much earthworms in this. So when they dig for earthworms, because of the loose arrangement, the rats can go inside. They are digging the composted soil in from the soil. So you can see this is dug by the rat recently. So I can get easily some 20 kgs of composted soil here when I need to use it. That means I am using the rats to do my job. I might have lost some worms in the process, but there are so many worms in this pile. I have enough. So there is a win-win situation between the rats and me in the composting process. This is a new development. The technique is you increase the size of the height of the compost pile, then rats are working for you. So what I do, if you can notice, is when the compost pile is full, I go for a particular area and go deep. For example, here now currently I am digging the compost. So I started actually from right. I dug the compost and I have come now. By the time I come here, you can see that right portion is again filled. So I will be done here after moving another, say, 100 to 150 kgs of compost here. I can either go here, which I am not going to go because the rats are doing my job, and I can restart from this corner, or I can simply go back from this end in the reverse order. That means my compost pit gives me enough option to dig and collect the compost. And because I have an art of using semi-composted material, that is, when I dig from top, first what I get is semi-composted material. So because it is first in last out principle, so the compost being first in, it will be last out. Okay, and also since I have put so much of plant waste from Ayudha Puja and other festivals, and they are highly fiber based, and they are so deeply dug and kept under such a pressure, they are composting slow, contrary to expectations. So in fact I am getting faster compost above them which are made up of various material, including the coffee tea powder waste that comes from nearby restaurants. So the message is, if you don't know how to make compost, you will not go too far in your gardening. By the way, making compost is a very simple technique, and you don't need to spend any money. In fact, I do use a very simple technique to speed up my composting. I get compost within 60 days, 2 months, whereas a conventional composting may take 6 months. So I will have separate video to show you how composting becomes so fast. A technique I use is called fermenting, using kitchen waste, which I will again cover in a separate